please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much. Welcome all. Thanks for joining us. We have a comparison of some of the best blades you can carry. The Hinderer XM-24, the Strider SMF, and the Reeve Sebenza 25. Let's jump right into it. We'll start with the XM-24. This one is my personal carry. I absolutely love this blade. That Bowie grind is insane. It does it all, and if I had to choose only one, it would be this exact one. I've said it many times before, it's hard to beat a Hinderer, but let's face it, it's all because of the integral lock design, or frame lock as most call it, that makes these blades so good. More on that later. This has my favorite upgrade to the frame lock, adding not only a lightning fast flipper, but the best feature is that it becomes a crossguard when opened. I think all blades should have this feature. This 24 is a big boy, but deploys lightning quick and locks up like a bank vault. Even choking up on the blade gives you a great amount of control due to the well thought out ergos. Before the dawn of the flippers, existed a behemoth that all revered, the mighty Strider SMF. I've owned a few of these, and from experience I can tell you they perform well as advertised. Don't let the blockish look fool you. It's really comfy to use, and your hand locks in extremely tight if needed. Strider cleverly added that second finger choil on the blade to give you a surprising amount of control for fine cutting. This one features the new version of the gunner grip, which really sticks to your hand even when wet. I miss the older, more aggressive gunner grip look, but those had a more aggressive bite. This too is a great choice if you had to pick one because it covers all the bases you need for a dependable folding knife. Here's one I've put through the ringer and it asks for more. This is my personal Sebenza 25. As you can see from all the scars, she's seen a lot of use and has never failed me. This designer is the one who invented the integral or frame lock knife, Reeve. He's a genius indeed. The lockup on this blade is virtually unbeatable. You may notice the lock bar in kinda deep as compared to the other two, but it's not really. There's a titanium carbide ball insert on the lock face that makes the lockup ultra tight and secure. This blade maker has inspired knife makers worldwide with the integral design. In my opinion and experience, out of all three, this frame lock appears to me to have the tightest of all the lockups. The overall length of the XM-24 is just under 9¼ inches long. The blade is 4 inches long. The steel is CPM 20CV and the chassis titanium and G10. The overall length on the SMF is 9 inches long. The blade is just under 4 inches long. The steel is CPM S30V and the chassis is titanium and G10. And the Reeve Sebenza 25 overall length is just under 8.5 inches long. The blade is just under 3¾ inches long. The steel is CMP S35VN and the chassis titanium. The blade grinds are clean and classic. The thickness goes from thinnest, the 25, to medium, the SMF, to the overbuilt XM-24. The pocket clips are all about the same size and width. There are no losers in this comparison, but let's take a closer look at the lockups. Notice what I mentioned before. It looks like it goes in too deep, but the lock point centers on that ball insert. This lock does not move when engaged. The XM-24 uses the more traditional integral lock face design with the added replaceable lock face tab and lock bar stabilizer. And finally, the SMF with its ramped lock face design. What a whopper! In pocket, the SMF is a dear old friend that has seen many a task by my side. They have a nice weight to them, a bit heavier than what I think most carry, but very balanced and manageable. You will first notice the deployment is very easy and natural. This is the best feel in hand of the three for my hands. This blade was designed to be that way in every grip position, and it does that very well. You'll also notice its big thumb ramp when in reverse grip. That works insanely well with your grip. The biggest of the bunch, this is one delightfully full-weighted knife, but not too heavy. You get tip-up or tip-down carry along with one of the smoothest selectable pivot flippers out there. Did I mention the crossguard bonus? Oh yes, this is your best friend when the going gets tough and you have to push forward in standard grip or hard down in reverse grip. Your fingers will thank you. Drum roll, please. Here's the first ever lefty pocket time. The Sebenza 25 is absolute perfection. This design revolutionized the knife industry with the integral design, and once you try a Sebenza, you'll see why. It rides like a smaller knife does, but you get a full-size blade to work with. The opening is a little tricky as you have to push up, not out, on the thumb stud. I learned this after experiencing Sebenza thumb many years ago. This has by far been my most carried and useful folder I've ever owned. That wraps it up. Thanks for joining us. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Join us on Facebook and Instagram. And don't forget to use your SAVE10 discount code for a discount on most items during checkout on our website. Thanks again. We'll see you next time.